where do you want to take this club?
Well, I'd start by saying I'm a basketball fan, always have been from my playing days, despite my stature. I played for 20, 25 years of basketball, been a keen sort of primary school coach, followed the Devils, followed the Chargers. I love the game and I want to see the game really successful, particularly in this role in southern Tasmania. Obviously the team has been very strong on the court. And I think building on the great work that the current board has already done, I think we can build strength on the balance sheet in the finances, we can build strength in the community, and I think we can also build a really extraordinary and exciting experience for supporters and for sponsors. And certainly one of the things that I'll be wanting to do is get out there and talk to the Tasmanian business community and help them understand that Friday night at the basketball is still bang for buck the best family entertainment, sporting entertainment in southern Tasmania, and starting to re-engage that business community in building a strong set of finances for a team, and perhaps that strong set of finances then creates a really exciting roadmap for the future.
You mentioned the Friday nights at the basketball. It is always a really good night. The place is always pumping here. How come, I suppose, there isn't more sponsors and money on board, I guess?
Well, I just joined the board. I don't have all the answers, and I certainly don't pretend to. I really want to acknowledge the great work that this current board's done, because as a supporter, I've noticed the difference in the experience, the supporter experience on a Friday night. I think we can build on those strengths and make that supporter experience both on game night, but also in the online and digital realm, and also the sponsor experience, something that's really quite extraordinary. And in doing that, I think we can build a really strong balance sheet for the club. While I might not be the basketball expert here, I certainly believe that strength on the court needs to be matched by strength in the community, strength at the bank account, and I think create a roadmap for certainly a vision that I share is a roadmap for Tasmania to be back in the NBL.
Any potential sponsors that are already showing interest?
Well, look, I've been on the board 5 minutes, but I've already had some conversations around a number of companies in Tasmania. I know there are others that are interested. I think it is going to be a strong and growing year of sponsorship over the coming year. But again, these things take time, and what we've got to show the business community who are prepared to invest is that they're going to get not only great entertainment and a great experience for them, for their clients, but they're also going to get really positive brand awareness and really positive, and they're making a really positive contribution to their community.
Are you coming just as a board member? Is there obviously speculation that your chairman, president, is it just a member at the moment, or has that been discussed?
Look, it sounds like I'm back in my old political days here when I say I would be happy to serve in any role that the board choose to ask me to serve in, and that is the role of the board, is to one of the roles of the board is to elect their chairman and therefore president of the club. That is for another date down the track to discuss, but really what I'm here to do is to try to enhance and add to the already great work that's going on.
Would you like to be president of the Chargers?
As I said, I'd be happy to serve in. I seem to remember these questions. Would you like to be premier? I know the stock answers if you want me to give them, and they'll go like this. I'd be happy to serve in any role that the board and the club want me to serve in.
You've just done a Peter Gatwin on us.
Oh no, I can answer for Peter. He wants the job. Trust me.
How do you get more exposure? Like, how do you make it more appealing for sponsors?
Well, I think it's about engaging in the business community and really getting them to understand what brand is in it. There's few, frankly, Tasmanian clubs that can take a Tasmanian brand all the way across southeast Australia, and not only take it to those geographic and regional areas, but also take it with the brand associated with family, fun, good times, good sportsmanship, and just a really exciting night at the basketball. I think while we've built great strength there, I think there's more to do.
Just the time to cash in on basketball, I guess the hype around the Boomers, Australians in the NBA, the NBL growing.
It's just an outstanding time for basketball. And as I said, I've followed basketball all my life since I was a 8-year-old. I just coached my son's primary school team last year. Their record was 13-1. That's one win, sadly. But just seeing, the Bogats and the Dellavedovas and the Australian guys, I think, ironically, the sort of downturn in the NBL that happened, and obviously it's coming back now, but the downturn in the NBL meant that young kids were out looking for the NBL to play in, they're looking for the NBA to play in, and that's raised that profile again. There were more people watching the Boomers semi-final than pretty much any other Olympic event, I'm told, in Australia. So there's some real excitement and activity around basketball, and Southern Tasmania needs to capitalise that, needs to be part of that, and the vehicle we've got to do that is the Chargers.
Speaking about contacts that you might have, is that just in the business world, or are we talking in the political sphere as well, obviously?
Well, look, it was great to see the Premier sitting a couple of seats along from me at the basketball a couple of weeks ago. Sadly, the boys didn't win that night, but it's great to see the Premier and his family enjoying basketball and understanding what a great family and community event it is, because I think getting government to understand that, but first of all showing our value to the community by engaging the business community and the wider schools and other sporting clubs part of the community, and engaging those, that's the best message we can send to government. It's when communities speak with one voice to government about what they want and what they need to prosper, that's when government listens, and we're going to set about speaking with one voice.